health news, and Dr. Zoe's joined us. Hey, Dr. Zoe.
Oh, hi,
hey,
Dr.
how are
Zoe.
you both?
Oh, we're good.
Hi.
We obviously can't start the show without saying a massive, huge congratulations, darling. We're so happy for you. You're having a baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, we're absolutely delighted, over the moon to share the news that we're expecting a baby in June.
We're so excited because you've obviously spoke about fertility on the show loads and loads of times, and now you've got a baby. I'm just so happy for you.
Oh, thank you so much, darling.
Congratulations. Great news. OK, let's get cracking on the health stories. First up, cancer patients fear a lower chance of survival. This is according to the Times. What's your take on this?
Yeah, so Macmillan Cancer Support have reported that 40% of patients with cancer feel that the current pandemic may impact on their chances of survival. And we know that patients with cancer are one of the groups who've been hugely affected by everything that's going on, because there have been delays in diagnosis, there have been delays in treatment, and also a lot of people might not be coming forwards and presenting to their GP with early symptoms of cancer. And it really, it really is a problem. We know that for some types of cancer, delaying treatment, even just by 4 weeks, can impact on survival, can actually lower survival chances by 10%. So, my heart really does go out to anybody out there who's struggling. But the message, to everybody is, if you develop anything that you think could be a sign or a symptom of cancer, the NHS is open, GPs are working the same hours, and we want to hear from you straight away. Do not delay, come forward and tell us straight away.
OK, brilliant. Thank you, Dr. Zoe. And also, there's the new headline. It's in the Daily Mail today. Fat but fit is a modern myth. So basically, if you're fat but you still work out, you're at a massive risk of heart problems, which really makes me feel quite sad, because I work out and I'm fat.
Yeah.
So does that mean I might as well just give it up?
Absolutely not. And for that very reason that you've said that, Alison, I have some real issues with this headline. I think it puts out a really damaging, harmful message to people. And it's actually also not really true. There are also many, many studies that say that people who have obesity can negate some of the harmful effects of obesity by being fit. We know that cardiorespiratory fitness, so the fitness of your heart and lungs, is the single most important thing when it comes to how long you'll live for and how healthy you'll live for. So, being active, doing exercise is one of the most important things we can do for our health. And you don't need to do that much of it. For people out there who don't do very much exercise or who don't do any, like, if I could urge everybody to do one thing for their health, it would be to do 10 minutes of something, whether it's brisk walking or something indoors, something that gets your heart rate up, gets you feeling warmer and a little bit out of breath, so you can still have a conversation. If you do 10 minutes of that every day, it can reduce your risk of premature death by 15%, 15%. So, that's a pretty good reward for something that is really quite achievable for most of us. So exercise and
just
being
gives you
fit.
so much endorphins, doesn't it? It's so much fun.
Well, that's the other thing. That's the health benefits, which is huge. But exercise is so much more than health. It's not just about physical health. It's one of the best things you can do for your mental health. It's one of the only things we're allowed to do that brings us joy right now. And it's good, for social health as well. And it just makes you feel good about yourself. It gives you a sense of achievement. So for somebody like yourself, Alison, that I see how much you beast yourself in the gym, and it makes me so proud of you, because it's, losing weight is difficult. And for some people, you've been dieting your whole life.
Well, no one chooses to
lose weight.
No one chooses to be obese. I don't know anybody who goes, "Do you know what? I woke up this morning, I'm going to be obese." No one chooses to do that. So anyone who's going through that struggle and then trying to exercise on top of that, you've got to rate and you've got to respect that they're trying.
Exactly. So many people out there have been battling with their weight their whole life. They haven't got the results they've been aiming for. So sometimes actually just taking a focus off your weight and thinking about, well, what can I do? What else can I do to be healthy? Thinking about your sleep, exercise, how can you reduce your stress levels, and focus on all of that, then you'll be healthier even if you don't lose weight. And you might even lose weight as a byproduct of doing those things.
And Al, you were saying that, like, as you've got bigger, that you slightly, like, in your head, it makes it harder to exercise.
Yeah, it's very interesting, because I was saying, well, maybe my metabolism is low, but my metabolism isn't low at all. There's nothing wrong with my metabolism. What it is, for instance, I'm sitting here, I'm leaning on the desk. I find things to make it easy for myself. So, for instance, if I go and train with my personal trainer, hi, Ellis, I'll do my HIIT training with him, but in between the HIIT trainings, I'll sit down. So what you realise is you are doing things slower, or I might call up to Aidan and say, Aidan, can you bring down something from down the stairs instead of, like, going up the stairs myself? I'll go, Aidan, can you bring such and such down? And what you need to realise is you just need to, you know, think, you know what, I'll go and get it myself.
Little
do the activity. Instead of going on the escalators, go on the stairs and just make it a conscious decision to do more stuff. And that's where I realise there's nothing wrong with my metabolism. I just don't like exercise enough. I maybe just need to do more or stop eating.
But, you know, it's a very valid point that you make, because if you're carrying more weight, it is genuinely harder. And lots of people who have obesity have joint pain when they move as well. So there are lots of things your brain's telling you not to move, but actually those little things that we do through the day, just moving regularly through the day, all of it counts, all of it adds up, and all of it benefits us. So, you know, 10 minutes is something that gets your heart rate up, but also, just like you say, trying to get into the habit of moving regularly. If you're working from home, if you can, situate yourself as far as possible from the bathroom. So, you know, you're forcing yourself to just get up and move regularly.
OK, next up, how to have a healthy power nap. Take note, Boris. This is in the Telegraph. This is extolling the virtues of a quick nap during the day, right?
Yes, so, I mean, this goes back centuries, many, many centuries. In fact, an ancient Greek philosopher even said that even a soul submerged in sleep is hard at work. So Boris, if he is having afternoon naps, might actually be onto something here. It's been proven, and lots of sleep scientists will say that there are masses of benefits to having a nap in the afternoon. This target of 20 minutes, there are reasons why the first 20 minutes of sleep is particularly beneficial to having a nap in the afternoon, because that's when we can increase our alertness, lower our blood pressure, increase our emotional resilience, and actually start to lay down memories and learn. So 20 minutes in the afternoon is something probably most of us can actually try right now. It's not for everybody. People who struggle to sleep or get to sleep at night, or who wake up a lot during the night, it could make things worse. But it's worth trying, because 20 minutes of slumber for most of us will help us function better.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because when you go abroad, and it's to Southern Europe, obviously it's just the norm there. People have a siesta after, and it's partly to do with the weather and the working hours and all of that. But in Northern Europe, we don't seem to do it as much. But there is something, definitely something in it.
I love a power nap.
Do you?
Yeah.
I just never...
have one now.
Babs, go over there, put your head down.
Lie down there.
I'll wake you up for chocolate tart.
Hey, we've got some great news as well. We've got some great news from Dr. Chris. Let's have a listen to what he's got to say. I'm excited.
Morning, everyone. I've just had my COVID-19 vaccination. I didn't feel a thing, except great relief afterwards. So my message to you is, get injected, not infected.
Ooh.
Turns out I couldn't hear anything you said. But still good news.
Oh, brilliant news.
Oh, delighted that he's had his vaccinations. He's well on his way to being protected. We love Dr. Chris, so great that he's keeping himself safe.
Yeah,
good stuff. Thanks, Dr. Zoe. Congrats again.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, guys.
Go and have a power nap.
I'm off.
Allowed to do what she likes now, isn't she?
Yeah, she can.